Generally, before you have relevancy and omnipresence, intimacy is actually what makes it so that somebody's going to work with you, right? Because when we have somebody in front of us and that person feels like we actually hear them, we actually see them, we're actually empathetic with them, even if they're not necessarily relevant to us, even if they aren't like, you are exactly who I help, and you've seen them a lot through omnipresence. A lot of time, that's how a lot of businesses actually become successful at the low six figures, mid six figures even. Actually, I have one client this morning that I was on the phone with, and she's at seven figures, maybe like $1.5 million a year. And the reason is because of intimacy, right? And I'm helping her realign her relevancy and omnipresence so that she can get to 3-4 million, because that's what's going to be needed in order to get to that next level. So intimacy allows us to be able to turn far more of the leads that we find that come towards us into actual customers. It allows for you don't need as many leads, right? You don't need as many people on your webinar. You don't need as many people in your group. You don't need as many people, as many energetic connections, because intimacy allows for this. As I said beforehand, I'm not sure if I disappeared before that. It allows for this energetic cord to transfer energy through, right? So relevancy builds the cord, omnipresence strengthens the cord, intimacy allows the energy to exchange, right? Money for what it is that you actually help somebody with inside of their business or their life or whatever it is that you help them with, okay? And it also allows us to have the best of clients, right? Because when we feel connected to somebody else, generally there's a reciprocal of them feeling that way too. And so when we have clients that come in and they don't even feel like clients, they end up becoming clients, and then later on they become friends or business partners or whatever it might be. Majority of my business partners, actually, I have a list of the 12 principles of investment that I use for my own life. And one of them is I only work with people that I've worked with in a mentorship or advisory capacity. I will only invest my money and time into entrepreneurs that I've known for at least 6 months, right? And so majority of the people I end up working with, I end up actually partnering with or doing business with or investing in their businesses or ventures later on down the road, right? And so it allows us to have these best of clients that we feel deeply connected with, which is really an advantage, because waking up every day and being excited to actually help the people that are on the opposite side of the camera or opposite side of the phone or in person, that allows for this feeling of being on purpose, allows for us to actually go beyond just, hey, I'm doing this for money, which is very related to a 9-to-5 job. And entrepreneurship is best kind of served in a way where you're doing it because you actually really love the people you're working with. Okay? And so, which kind of goes to this third one. If you're kind of like if you don't have the 3 C's of intimacy that I'm going to talk about in a little bit, you're going to write a sales page and not really know if it's going to hit. You're going to have an offer and not really know if it's the right one. You're going to have an avatar. You might not know if you're positioned the right way. You're going to have a Facebook group and kind of feel like the energy's off, right? So there's always this, if you don't have this intimacy, you never really know who you're talking to, right? Because there's not this instantaneous feedback. It's also going to lower your cost. If you're looking at a marketing funnel perspective, it's going to lower your costs at the back end of your funnel. You're going to get more people into your programs. You're going to get more people in workshops. You're going to get more people around you when you have this intimacy, when you're having connection, community, and conversation, which are the 3 C's of intimacy, right? So